What is up, ladies and gents, Noli here, and welcome to another Payday 2 video. I'm extremely excited to be bringing you the Payday 2 John Wick Heists DLC webpage, showing off days 1, 2, and 3. The DLC itself has now launched. The idea behind this video is to give some of you guys a little more insight into what is going to be within the DLC, and maybe make up your mind whether a purchase is worthwhile at release. However, stay tuned on the channel, there will be more videos covering the DLC if you guys are still on the fence after this one. I personally am extremely excited about this DLC. There's a lot of reason to be, because I definitely feel like it's going to be top quality content, but it's also content that some of us have been waiting for a very long time. Moving on to day 1, we actually got this trailer, definitely well worth a watch. I'm not going to watch it right now. Instead, what I'll do is I'll link both the webpage and the trailer itself on YouTube in the description down below. You guys should give it a watch. Before you go any further in this video, there's some really important details, especially if you stick around to the end. You will see the yacht heist, which is incredibly exciting. I'll get more onto that at day 3. But we're going to New York City. Meet the Payday Gang. New York, the town that never sleeps, is about to meet the gang that never rests. Karen handles a delivery of a secret package for the Continental Hotel, but others will do anything to get their hands on its content. So here is the contractor, Karen. Now, I would read that and say Sharon, but apparently, or Sharon, apparently it's pronounced Karen. I apologize if I'm getting it wrong. I'm just going to try and skip over it as quickly as possible, but this is fantastic. It's an actor straight from the John Wick films. This, of course, is coming out to celebrate the release of the second John Wick movie, which is apparently even better than the first, which is fantastic news for Payday as well. And of course, with a John Wick game coming out just around the corner, also published by Starbreeze, that's also very exciting. But again, this voice actor, Lance Reddick, is adding both his voice talent and his likeness to Payday 2. It's brilliant to see more and more voice acting talent coming to Payday 2. I think as time has gone on, it's just got better and better. We've got bigger names, and it definitely shows Overkill's purchasing power these days, but also the fact that it's definitely something that people don't mind working with. This heist is Brooklyn 10-10. Whatever comes in your way, kill them all. This heist looks really interesting. I'm very excited for the New York setting. However, it isn't immediately noticeable. In fact, it looks more like the setup in Rats Day 2 for some reason to me. Anyway, Karen has been ambushed. Karen was ambushed during the delivery, and the Payday Gang and legendary hitman John Wick need to free him and retrieve the package. You need to act fast in the heist, every second counts, go straight into the heat of battle, and enter this sniper duel to the death. There will be bodies in brutal motion, bullets and bloodshed. Get ready. These screenshots will give you a little bit of insight into what's going on. It looks like a wonderful blend of close and long range fighting. Very excited to see another well mapped out heist. This is, of the two, definitely going to be the one that's all about going loud and blowing things up. I think the trailer definitely showed off the window-to-window gunfighting. The fact that sniper rifles will definitely be worthwhile, which is very useful, bearing in mind if you've watched the trailer. This new John Wick DLC will have a brand new sniper rifle, which looks absolutely ideal for this style of heist. Again, more screenshots. This is showing the number of levels this actual heist is going to have is going to be quite impressive. I've always liked being able to get high ground, shoot down, deal with cops shooting down on you. Obviously, there's going to be a SWAT van in the back courtyard. Also, courtyard gameplay. We're basically going to be working around trying to free Karen from the clutches of these fellas. I assume it may be some sort of escort style mission. We don't have to wait much longer to find out, bearing in mind as soon as I've made this video I will be playing it. So moving on, let's have a look at the brand new song Bullet Rain. Really excited about this one. This one looks fantastic. It's all about going loud. I wanted to incorporate the Cynthia sounds of the JW soundtrack into the guitar-driven Payday sound, something that makes you feel the danger and tension of the heist, but still confident you're going to pull it off. Really awesome explanation. I often feel when you hear what a musician's ideas were behind the composition, it massively improves the enjoyment I get out of it. So we've got a real John Wick Payday 2 feeling soundtrack coming to this one. Here is the weapon, the Contractor 308. It's a relatively new gun. I really really like the aesthetics of it. It's got to be one of the nicest looking guns. I believe it's a Taran weapon. It's quite easy to find its real life counterpart, but oh my god, does it look good. This has to be the nicest looking gun in the game, and I'm not a gun nut by any stretch of the imagination, but you're looking at a 308 sniper rifle. You're not looking at a massive high calibered weapon, but definitely one that's more about that semi-auto, relatively fast firing with moderate to high damage. I like this kind of weapon, and I'll definitely get some good use out of this. The Contractor 308 sniper rifle, a semi-automatic sniper with a .308 caliber, is a fast, fierce and a furious firearm, the true choice of pros. With this one, keep your head up high because everyone else that isn't completely bonkers will stay low. Easy to handle in the heat of battle, fast reload and rapid gunfire, assassinating targets in the blink of an eye. It's so John Wick. Really, really like it. You can click this here to see it in action. You can see how it works. Barely got any kick to it. Massive mag size, fast reload. This thing looks goddamn awesome. That was actually a good bit of gameplay. For once, that man was playing pretty well. Let's move on down and see what's coming out in day number 3. The yacht heist. Now, this one has a little bit of context to it. The yacht heist is something that has been found and discussed amongst the Payday community for as long as I can remember. In fact, the inception of the yacht heist, I believe, goes back before Payday the Heist, back when Grin was a company, and that's what the Overkill team was back then. The yacht heist, an idea behind it existed, and it's always been in the work. And what's even better is we're tying up loose ends. This is all about Bob McKendrick. He, of course, was involved in one of the earlier DLC packs, and he's a character within Payday. There's a narrative underlying it within the game that is worth looking into. That's why I made lore videos, that's why I take such interest, and this is awesome. Not only are we getting a combination of a longer waited and exciting stealth heist, I believe, we're also getting some additional story like what we saw with the sort of Hoxton trilogy. It was a trilogy, right? The Hoxton heists. Revenge and, well, yeah, there were more heists surrounding the Hoxton storyline anyway. Anyway, no solid ground beneath your feet. Karen owes John Wick and the Payday gang his life. So, again, there's a link between the two heists. In theory, you'd want to do them in an order. A debt that needs to be paid. He offers them intel on their old enemy McKendrick that will bring the rotten politician down. McKendrick is transporting illegal re-election funds ripe for the taking. The dirty money is stashed away all over Ethan Powell's yacht, where a fundraiser party is being hosted. Seize this opportunity because this cold, hard cash may not be floating around for long. So, in true Payday style, we're off to go steal some things, get a bit of revenge. It looks to me like this is going to be an assassination heist. Some of the most exciting we have seen, especially done in stealth. It suits the John Wick 2 movie release to a T, and I might actually be tempted to go in as John Wick for these heists. Look at this screenshot. I love this sort of bows of the ship image. It looks so cool. It's so high tech. It looks like somewhere we've never seen before within Payday 2. And as you can see, the focus is most certainly on stealth, a lot of corridor gameplay, but of course then we have the upper deck of the yacht. Looks pretty easy to get spotted around here, but I also like the way there's a lot of cover, there's a pool, there's debris all around. It looks fancy. I'd like to be on that yacht. I would definitely like to be on that yacht. We have some civilians up here. We see it's at least a triple layered ship, so it will not be a straightforward stealth mission by any stretch of the imagination. And here you see it's a Bob McKendrick fundraiser. Are we going to take him down on the podium? That I would really like to see. It'll be the first stealth heist where you, to an extent, break stealth, I hope. I think I'd really like that. Managing to get yourself in a position while he's doing his speech and taking him out, and managing to slip away without complete detection. Because, you know, it doesn't make any sense. You couldn't exactly call a police force onto the boat. It's not as if we're going to get any sort of loud section from this heist. At least I don't imagine we will. So there's definitely some fantastic options within this heist to try out some new things that Overkill and Payday has never seen before. That's why I'm so excited. We get a brand new melee weapon. it's the hook. It looks cool. It looks like a fast swinging melee weapon. Decent stats to it all together. The damage and knockdown or whatever, but it's going to be a fast swinger. It's a melee weapon, who cares? It's more about how it looks. The raw wooden handle with a strong metal hook seems plain and simple enough, right? The hook will guarantee to cause much mess, but no fuss. Only limited by your own twisted imagination in how you get your enemies hooked, impaling your opponents. Right, so here we have a few masks as well. More John Wick theme, but also heist theme based around. We have the Lady Liberty over here. We have the Bird of Prey, really like this one. Sailor and Captain, of course, more about the fact we finally got the yacht heist. Some seafaring within Payday 2, brilliant to see. And the song to this one, White Collar Crime, is of course made by Simon Vickland. Our most talented Payday musician. We have always loved his stuff, and this one is no different. A very different feel to it, of course, this being a stealth type mission. The scenario of this heist called for a soundtrack that's more sophisticated than the Payday soundtrack usually can be accused of being. We needed something that struck a balance between lounge music and would really be heard in a luxurious location like this, and the mental state of a thief who snuck in there. I was asked to produce the piece, and a quartet of incredibly talented musicians helped us record this massive, dynamic and twisted jazz composition tailored for this particular Payday heist, and it will melt your face. Very eloquently put, Simon. Also, some fantastic looking materials and patterns. This is one of the biggest DLC heists I think we've seen. We know Payday is drawing to a close. We know Payday 2 will probably not have much more than another 12 months in it in terms of Overkill supported content. So we are getting some big stuff toward the end. These two materials on the left are awesome. The pattern on the far left is also really cool. I cannot wait to unlock them by completing these achievements. There are 12 achievements this time around. Of course, a lot of them will be based around difficulty, but there are some really interesting ones in there. I don't want to drag on too long with this video. I do have a tendency in these update videos to give a bit more information I think you guys are necessarily interested in. So I'm going to end up this video right here. Stay tuned when I show off both heists. I'm so excited to try out the yacht. It's been something I've been anticipating for a very, very long time. If you guys are interested in picking this up, it's out right now on Steam. Either head over to Steam yourself, you'll be able to quite easily find it, or go to the links in the description down below to the webpage I'm looking at right here. Scroll down to the last page and that will link you straight to the store. It's going to cost you $7, which is the usual heist price. Don't forget it will go down in the sale, so keep that in mind when it comes to making your purchase. Do you need it now? Do you want to wait? The heist will still be playable as long as one of your friends have picked up the DLC, so why not go halves or split with a bunch of friends? I definitely think this one is one of the ones that's going to be worthwhile picking up. But stay tuned for some future videos when I will be hopefully reviewing this and letting you know exactly what I thought of it. Thanks for watching. See you all in the next one.